Mogul Motivation, empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs and dream chasers worldwide, 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for the aspiring entrepreneur trying to get over that hump and make things happen. This podcast is for anybody with a dream that wants to go forward and accomplish that dream. And today's date is November 6, 2024. It's the day after election 2024, and it's a very heavy mood. I really can't even put into words how I feel. I can't put into words how my community and the country feels, but this country pretty much showed us what this country has always been and will continue to be for the foreseen future, which is a country that puts patriarchy first, which is a country that does not care about character, which is a country that promotes and spreads racism, misogyny, xenophobia, sexism, all of that. That's what this country decided to put first on election day last night. And it's very poignant. It's very unfortunate. And it just puts a lot of people who cling to hope, a lot of people who have the right moral compass, it puts us in a very weird space, especially those of African American descent. Everyone in the Black community, for the most part, feel away today, myself included. So I really, wanted to try to find what could I talk about. Like, I had a topic in mind that I was going to speak on this week, and then it dawned on me that it was the day after election day. And then when I realized it was the day after election day, I'm like, you know what, let me hold off on recording to see what happens, right? Let me see what happens on election day, and then I'm gonna go from there. And unfortunately, this country chose to continue this terrible sitcom by electing a convicted felon, right? You can't even have certain jobs if you have something on your record, but you could be the president of the United States of America if you are a convicted felon. It doesn't matter if it was only at the state level, but the fact is you could be the president with a convicted felony on your record, 34 to be exact. As I was trying to figure out the good news, what can I say that's motivating and inspiring on this episode, not only for myself, but for all of the subscribers and listeners out there. I had came across a quote from Toni Morrison, and the quote says this: "This is precisely the time when artists go to work. There is no time for despair, no place for self-pity, no need for silence, no room for fear. We speak, we write, we do language. That is how civilizations heal." End quote. That was from Toni Morrison. And that resonated with me this morning. So much so because all of you know I'm a creative. I'm a creative professional. That's how I pay my bills. I'm a professional photographer. I'm a novelist. I'm currently working on my third novel. I've said that on many episodes. And this novel that I'm working on, I consider it my baby, right? Because it's a science fiction novel. And science fiction has always been my greatest work. And I just feel, despite all of the tumultuous things that are going on in this country, despite all of the somber energy in the air, everything truly happens for a reason. Because I have had a creative spark for the past month. I haven't had writer's block. I haven't had any seasonal depression. And it's in fall. We're deep in fall now. But my creative spark has been growing and growing, and I've been frustrated because I haven't been able to dedicate enough time to writing and working on my novel because I've had other duties within my business. But now my time is freeing up, and it's just so crazy that this happens exactly right when election day occurs, and then the election goes in a certain direction that none of us were hoping for it to go in. And because of this divine timing, the only way I can heal myself, not the only way, but one of the biggest ways I can heal myself is to create, is to continue to write, is to continue to work and focus on the gift and the talent that God has given me. And I submit to you, it's the same thing. Whatever your mission is, whatever you've been working on before this election, you have to continue to work on that. Because although you are frustrated, although you are hurt, although you are sad, and that is all a valid emotion to feel in this moment right now, especially if you are a person of African American descent, yes, you should feel those things. But whatever you been working on, continue to work on that. Work on that with so much diligence. Work on that with so much love, because you are literally working for God, and God gave you this gift. God gave you this skill. God gave you this vision. Continue to work on that. Do not stop. Do not allow yourself to sink in this mud of misery. Continue to do what you've been doing, because when you continue to do what you've been doing, the emotions will still be there, but you're gonna eventually start to feel better. And when you eventually start to feel better, you're gonna make others feel better. And when others feel better, they're gonna continue to do what they've been working on. And when others continue to do what they've been working on, others are gonna see that, and then they're gonna continue to do what they've been working on. And then eventually our community can heal a little bit more, and we can be resilient once again. But the unfortunate thing is, we always have to do this, right? It's always a cycle. We have to go through this period of hellaciousness, and then we have to heal, and then we go through it again. That is the unfortunate cycle that we are in right now. But the thing is, none of us can predict the future, but we can produce a future. Produce your future today. No matter what mood you are in, no matter what you are feeling, produce your future right now, because you have free will, and you can make the decision to either sink in the mud, or you can soar like an eagle. Soar like that eagle and continue to work on your mission. Continue to build out your purpose. Continue to bring your vision to life. Continue to imagine reality. Continue to work. And when you do that, that is going to be infectious, and it's going to bless somebody else in the process, and it's going to give them the bravery, the courage, the perseverance, and the uplift that they need. The previous week, the last episode, I talked about an infectious inversion, because when you have confidence, you might not have the resources. And when you have the resources, you might not have the confidence. Now I want to talk about another infection, that infection of love, that infection of compassion, that infection of resiliency, that infection of hope. We had hope last night, and it didn't turn out our way, but we still have hope to produce our future. And when you have that hope, and when others see your faith shining through your spirit, it is going to infect them. It is going to catch on to them. It's going to cling to them, and then they are going to follow suit. That is how we can heal ourselves. That is how we can heal our immediate communities, and that is how we can heal our civilization. This country is a country that loves white supremacy. This country is a country that loves sexism. This country is a country that loves homophobia. This country is a country that loves xenophobia. This country is a country that loves racism and all things that are evil. But we love all things that are good. We love whatever is true. We love whatever is noble. We love whatever is right. We love whatever is pure. We love whatever is admirable. We love whatever is excellent or praiseworthy. That is what we love, and that is what we have to continue to love. And when we continue to love that just a little bit more, we will feel better each and every day. So that's my message today on November 6th. Even though you might feel like you want to turn it into January 6th, for those who know, continue to cling to your passion, continue to work on what you've been working on, and continue to do what you've been doing. We might not see how it's going to work out, but it will work out. Feel how you feel, but don't sink in that mud. Don't allow those emotions to envelop you and enslave you. Free yourself by using those gifts, those skills, and those talents from God to bless yourself, your family, and everybody around you. So that's my message this week, everybody. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. Whatever you've been doing, keep doing it. Whatever you've been working on, keep working on it. And it's all going to work out in due time. Have a great day, everybody. I will talk to you next week, and protect your peace.